In the time it takes me to say this sentence, 26,000 kgs of clothes will have been thrown in the trash. The fashion industry is responsible for 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions, 20% of industrial wastewater pollution, and pours the equivalent of 3 million oil barrels worth of microplastics into the oceans every single year. We like to think we're more environmentally conscious than previous generations, yet we consume 5 times more fashion than they did in the 80s. So not only did they consume less, they also kind of looked better while they were doing it, so that's just a little bit embarrassing for us. So what about sustainable fashion? Unfortunately, this comes with a bit of an attitude-behaviour gap. People say they want it, but they don't actually end up buying it. Commonly, this is due to the perception that it's expensive, it looks bad, and it's bad quality. Essentially, people think it looks like an overpriced potato sack that's going to start biodegrading before they're even done wearing it. Now, social media and influencers have played a large part in normalising this massive amount of consumption through things like trends and making people feel like they need to buy things in order to fit in. So my research set out to explore if social media influencers can be used to help fix the problem they are somewhat responsible in causing and make sustainable fashion cool. So I showed participants an Instagram post which featured a dress and then vary the level of influencer popularity in that post and the sustainability narrative. I then went and measured their perceptions of that featured dress, the cost, quality, style, and their overall intention to purchase. Now, this is where things got a little bit weird. My participants completely broke my experiment. So, as it turns out, the popularity of the social media influencer doesn't actually really make a difference in the perception of the participants. But when there is a sustainability narrative present, they think it's more expensive, which makes sense. But they also thought it looked better, was better quality, and they had a higher intention to purchase. So, previous research tells us that consumers have negative perceptions when it comes to sustainable fashion. My research went and found the opposite, so this may no longer be true. Now, this is good news. Sustainable fashion no longer equals gross potato sack. Now, I'm a business student, and I'm pretty sure the point of business normally involves making money, and you don't do that by selling things that people don't want. So what this research has found is that people actually are open to sustainable fashion, and they're even intending to purchase it, and they're willing to pay the cost that comes with it. So here's to one step closer to saving the planet from fashion. Thank you.
Brilliantly, well done.